Freedom Day in England has been marred by surging COVID-19 cases. Virtually all pandemic restrictions have been lifted, despite daily infections exceeding 50,000. There are no limits on gatherings and events. Restaurants, sports stadiums, cinemas and nightclubs are running at full capacity. Mask wearing is recommended in some places, but is not required by law. Experts have warned easing restrictions is a mistake, as they believe not enough people are vaccinated yet. Benji Haya joins us from London for more. Benji, how's the day unfolding? It's around lunchtime for you there. Has the UK returned to normal?
In the most part, yes. I mean, people around here are casting their minds back to the 23rd of March 2020. That's the date on which Boris Johnson, the Prime Minister, ordered people to stay at home. And in that time, since then, a number of restrictions have remained in place. They've been lifted today, much to the euphoria of those who had waited a long time to get their businesses up and running. It means, as you said, that all the restrictions that had been in place, such as mask wearing, such as limits on social distancing, limits on mass gatherings, have all gone in England. And that matters for places like this. I'm standing in Leicester Square in the heart of London, and it's here where many nightclubs are based, nightclubs that have not been able to open since that date of the 23rd of March 2020. And at midnight, Sunday evening, Monday morning, we saw throngs of people queuing up to get their first experience of nightlife in many, many months, especially young people who feel like their opportunity to have fun has been deprived in this pandemic. And so the relief is definitely palpable here. You can sense, even just walking around London, that it is more alive, more bustling, businesses up and running again. And the fact that it's boiling hot weather in the UK really helps that too. So a positive mood in the UK on what's being branded, or in England rather, on what's being branded as this country's Freedom Day.
Understandable why people are feeling so positive about it. But some scientists have warned that case numbers could jump to 200,000 a day. But still, the government says lifting restrictions now is the right move.
Yeah, that's right. Indeed, those rising case numbers are of concern. The UK can boast of a pretty successful vaccination programme, and in spite of that, infections are rising. We're yet to see how that exactly translates to hospitalisations and deaths. The Prime Minister, Boris Johnson, has been keen to point out that now, nonetheless, is the right time. He posted a video message on Twitter. Remember, he's in self-isolation himself because he came into contact with a positive COVID case inside Downing Street. And his message to the nation was that now is the right time, because if not now, then when? If the UK goes through these next couple of months still with the restrictions in place and then tries to lift lockdown as we approach the winter, that could be even more damaging, because that's when we expect the virus to almost return for another wave, potentially could see more hospitalisations and deaths. So his argument is now's the right time to do so, but he urges caution as well, given those rising Delta variants. And he's in a position as someone, along with about 500,000 people in the UK, who have had to self-isolate due to coming into contact with a positive COVID case. And he's really pushing for the rest of the nation to abide by those rules too. Even though England is now escaping lockdown, there are still a number of those restrictions in place. And in order to kind of quash the virus and make sure there isn't a massive surge of cases, the Prime Minister is, as I say, urging caution. But his plan to reopen a number of restrictions on the one day in England has been branded as reckless by the opposition Labour Party. So clearly there's still a lot of division over whether this is the right decision at the right time.
Thanks for getting us up to speed. Benji Haya speaking to us from London.